Hallelujah, Lord, we just bless you. We press with time. I'd like to hear some news. Benji, we have not chatted for a couple of weeks, so Elijah have a wonderful venture these days. Your dad told me to hear your testimony or something like that. That's something very interesting.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Would you care to start with yours and we have a Benji catch up because
Sure.
I want to hear the story a little bit. So, yeah, Benji, has something unique happened to you as well recently? Already?
Not that I can think of for now.
Oh,
Not
no, already. Oh man, nothing to talk to me. That's disappointing.
I know. I'm disappointed.
No, I'm joking. So, yeah, go ahead, Elijah.
Well, we went to Oregon recently, as you guys know,
Yeah.
to get Noah's tiny house. And there's a guy named Luke there. He's the one that sold us the thing, and
Luke, how old is he?
he's probably in his mid-20s.
Oh wow, okay.
Young
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how old though.
Yeah.
He seems to be fairly newly married. I mean, he has a baby on the way.
I see.
And ever since Dad called him on the phone from like trying to figure out how to get the tiny house, he seemed like a pretty decent guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was pretty laid back, and he, like I said, would say like "bless you" before he was off the phone. And
I see.
so we went over to get it, and we talked to him that
Yeah.
day, and he seemed like a pretty good guy. I mean, he at one point when we were talking, just like looking around, because we went and looked at like the factory where they make all these places.
Oh, okay.
Pretty interesting, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
So it's a new tiny home. It's not old one. Okay, good.
not this. The one we got for Noah is
it's
old one.
Old one.
But he owns like this huge
factory. Doing
place.
those things? Okay.
like a ton of tiny homes on it.
Oh
And, like,
wow. Okay.
it's kind of like a big resort, but it's basically houses, or they're tiny houses, but people basically just come and live in them for a long periods of time. It's kind of like a community back there. Really nice place, but anyways, we were just talking to him, and he like asked us if we were believers, and we said, I mean, that was just kind of one point, and then we went back to our place for a while where we were staying. Then we came back to like do some papers and stuff.
Yeah.
And his uncle was there for a little while,
I see.
and then his uncle left, and then I was in the car for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And I came back out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad was talking to him about some spiritual stuff, and
Yeah.
they were talking for a long time, and while I was listening out there, Dad brought the guy to tears at one point.
Yeah.
And he seemed very open and agreeing with pretty much everything
Oh wow.
Dad was saying. Like, didn't really have any. He had questions.
Sure.
I really liked his like eagerness to know what Dad was saying, because he multiple times he said repeat that, like explain what that means.
Yeah.
And he was really excited about it as well. Like he was
Yeah.
very like exuberant and about all of it. And then he started, like, when I came out there, he started talking. Luke started talking to me and like saying that like because he'd asked, we were talking a little bit before.
Yeah.
About like, well, he asked me like what I wanted to do and stuff, like earlier in the day. And like he was asking me what I want to do in life and kind of that stuff. And I kind of told him like I want to just some stuff that I would like to do. Like I mentioned like I kind of want to go to college to do some stuff and get a business degree, and he said like, but at the point when we were talking into the day, he said like, hey, I don't know if you should like do this stuff and go everywhere, because like you need to like listen like to your dad.
Oh wow.
And like because everything he knows right here, and he was talking about how God has like this plan for me, and he even said like God's gonna like ignite, like he said I can like see you on fire or something, and he didn't even know that like I had just been baptized by fire. And then Dad told him that, and he got really excited. And then he prayed for me and was like prophesying over my life and all these things, and It was really interesting.
What's the prophecy? You missed the whole point. The whole point is built up. What's the prophecy?
Well, the prophecy was
Mm-hmm.
he was basically saying just how I'm going to lead and to just follow after the Lord and my dad.
Yeah.
And just basically blessing my life in that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean.
So what do you think about that?
I thought it was pretty interesting because it was just just
you guys get so bombarded by gifted people, I guess, you don't say the rarity of the place. So.
I didn't see it as like weird or anything.
No, I don't know rarity. I'm talking the rare.
Yeah.
Other places people don't really have those things around. So.
Yeah, it was surprising because I didn't expect it particularly.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of did. Once they started talking a little bit, I said to myself that this is probably going to turn into a long conversation sometime later. And it did.
Yeah.
It was a really good deal, though.
Mm.
But yeah, it was really great to hear Dad talk about things and see someone really excited and yearning to know what he's saying and trying to understand it. But yeah.
What do you take away from those experiences or prophecies? You must have some thoughts and reflection. This is the time to talk those things, right? So, yeah.
What I take away from that whole situation is just kind of a hope fulfilled for our people and the way that there are just definitely opportunities and there are definitely those who maybe aren't all the way like following the Lord in the way they should in the way that God set out in the way that we follow the Lord but there are those but they are yearning and seeking more than what they already know and are open to other things.
Sure.
Because some people, are just really strict to their religion and religion and all this stuff and like a specific religion from a specific deal or something like Catholic or
denomination or something. Okay.
Yeah, but like there are those who are open to things and it was kind of like a hope and a reminder that that God's people and our people in our midst are going to grow and continue to grow with new, and not that he's going to like do like everything we do, obviously. It's just like it's seeing that there is definitely people who want to follow the Lord in the right way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And God's doing work in everyone and just a lot of people's hearts.
In the right place, seeking the right thing. Yeah. Bless the Lord for that. It's very refreshing to find someone love the Lord, want to follow the Lord. So, yeah. So, with that, do you have any thoughts, any other things going on?
Just besides that?
Yeah. Recent days, opening your heart, words to be shared. Question to ask, maybe not the answer, but let's ask.
I don't know if there's anything else too specific. I think I'm still in a place where I'm trying to balance everything in my life to that one string that I've been talking about in my visions and stuff. I want everything to correlate to that one strand, and it's still been a struggle for me to do that. And just kind of put, I think my priorities are what I've been trying to work on lately in life.
Yeah.
Just some simple personal stuff that everyone struggles. Everyone struggles with their soul and their desires and their pains in life. But I always realized how blessed I am in life and how much I've been given,
Mm.
and how much I need to give back in a sense. Not that I have this burden that I have to give back what all is given to me, but I have to use what I'm given.
Yeah.
Like, why was it given to me?
I would say much is given, much is required, so a little bit requirements. So
Right.
somebody being required is not always an uncomfortable feeling unless we come from thankful heart, willing heart. So yeah, go ahead. Which I believe your heart is waking up to those things.
And yeah, and actually another thing that Luke said was something about like honor and respect being some of the most important things in life. That's something else he said to me, and that kind of stood out to me because honor and respect.
A young person speak to you like that, that's encouraging. Yeah. So he's a prophesy or he's just offer you counsel?
I don't know, a little bit of
both. Like interesting.
But those things mean a lot to me in life. So
sure. Yeah.
I've been kind of thinking about that and the right ways to honor people around me, the right ways to honor the Lord, and to respect. Because honor and respect have a lot in common.
Yeah.
But they're also different.
In what regard to you?
It's kind of hard.
That's a good subject.
Yeah.
For next essay.
Maybe. Yeah. I've already done something like that.
Did we?
Wait, what?
I don't think so.
Something similar. I think we did something with honor.
Yeah, honor and respect.
Did we do that before?
Pretty sure we did.
Oh my God, my brain's not working.
Mine isn't either, because if we did an essay about it, I should know.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one I did in Spain.
I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Maybe 4.
We didn't do that.
Let me see. Let me check my essays.
We did humility. We did.
But
recently about.
Wasn't there one that was honor and? I think there was.
No. I don't think so, because honor is a subject definitely not elude my attention if I did that. So. Well, that's a good thing to talk about it.
Honor is very important for sure.
We did an essay on honor.
We did the essay on honor. Okay, God, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was one essay on honor, not respect.
No, you got a bad teacher.
No, I wasn't trying to prove a point. I was just I was trying to do that too. See if I can remember anything.
No.
Think about the difference from honor and respect, but I guess
we need to write it again.
I guess so. So we haven't wrote it basically.
Honor, yeah, we did, and respect. So I want to hear more because of perspective, those kind of things. You change and become a more and more practical, experiential as time goes on. I have a lot to say, and that's it's interesting, when those topic highlighted, you carry with you the rest of your life. Right. You know, most of the people grow up without those ever thought about those things. They have a hard time. Oh my God, the fall into a certain context, examining, experience of life and attitudes of their own. So yeah. We don't even think about it, so, yeah. Hallelujah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for me.
Good for you, so go ahead.
Well, there's a few things I've been thinking about lately.
Yeah.
Just my life has been very, very good right now. I mean, it's always been good, of course, but the Lord's been very, just he's been building me up with wisdom and helping me to understand some things in a more proper way, and start to treat them as something that needs to be in my heart already. But I've been thinking actually a lot about kind of the past few months. The things that happened in Spain and some of the the troubles and the
passing of grandpa.
And there was also some really very uplifting things through that experience that I feel wasn't really talked about. It was only kind of the but I've been thinking a lot about where he brought us from that and how even that changed my life through some things that happened over there. Because it's like, you know, I took kind of almost like a break from this life. It's just so different over there. Like, you're now around the people that you know.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And just such a different culture, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I think God kind of took that time to really reach out to me, and you know, I don't know if did anyone tell you any of the details of?
No.
Really?
Nobody
Okay.
told me anything except your grandpa passed away. There's some
Really?
family troubles because business. You know, it's a lot of loss in each one's heart. I'm not talking about the personal struggle. I'm talking about the struggle with the sorrow of passing a loved grandpa. You know, so that's basically. And then you guys prayed, certain thing happened. So that's after your grandpa passed, the tune suddenly changed more about conscience of loss. So not that anybody intended to hide anything.
No,
I just don't know. I mean, the topic is pretty heavy. So
well, yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to share some
please.
things.
I'm eager to.
It was from the beginning, like it just happened so quickly, and it was just so spiritually filled, you know, through the whole journey. It was just such a fight, you know.
Yeah, I remember the trouble to get there. Even
yeah. So some of the troubles, there was I think it was the last flight. We had already gone through some like troubles, like we thought we wouldn't actually even be able to go.
Yeah.
Some of the times, and I think it was on the last flight. Yeah. It was dark, and I think we were about like halfway in, and we were flying over the ocean. And everyone else, like, I had taken a nap, and I woke up, and everyone else was asleep around me. And I just like I was standing there, and I just kind of like sat there for a second, like, you know, wondering about things. And usually, when there's turbulence, you know, the plane will shake. They'll announce it on the thing. But in this case, I was the only one awake, and the plane started to shake, like a lot, like pretty like, and I could feel it myself. And they didn't announce anything or nothing was happening, and I just tried to stay calm because, and I tried to wake even my mother up, but she wouldn't wake up.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I was just like kind of panicking, you know. And then,
oh my god! Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I never found out what was happening on that plane until later. So we actually landed in Spain, and we got to the house and said hi to everyone, you know, and we were praying and asking God to like give us some insight on like what that was. And he gave me this vision, which is actually kind of terrifying, but
tell me.
It was the plane over the ocean. And there was these demons. They were grabbing onto the plane and shaking it.
Oh, you're serious? Oh my god! Yeah.
And like,
what kind of demon we talking about?
Just
ugly figures.
Yeah, pretty much. Big ugly figures, right?
Yeah.
And
sorry.
No.
I had imagery about they have a horns or something like that. Oh my god! I can see it almost. Right. You know, I can see.
And I saw myself in the middle of this plane.
Yeah.
And I saw my family around me.
Yeah.
But they were all still asleep.
Huh.
And I saw this plane like slowly going down towards the ocean.
Oh yeah.
But then the hand of God came up and
raised it up. Yeah.
And then the demons just fled. So that was kind of Sorry. That was kind of the end of that vision. It was just
that's not the end of the vision.
Well.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
The vision was given to you for a practical purpose. God never give those experience just for a form, you know. So go ahead.
And then when we got back, I was talking to my mom's sister, my aunt.
Oh yeah.
And she said that she had the same vision.
When?
That night.
You kidding?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we talked about it, and you know, she felt very like not pressure, but like I don't know how to say it, like she needed to pray for us.
Sure.
In that time.
Concern.
Yeah, concerned.
Yeah.
And she saw this vision, and she there's this app on that you can track the plane from.
Oh yeah, yes. Okay.
And she was looking at this app, and she saw the plane shaking inside the app. which doesn't happen. Like they don't do that in the app. So and she
animated online.
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
that's crazy. Oh.
and she just
Your mom is a very solid person. She's not superstitious, easily.
Mm-hmm.
I think it suits your aunt. We're solid people, right? So when they mention those things, it's very authentic, I believe. So
Yeah, but yeah, that was one of the first things that happened. It was just like I felt like so, like in a battle, like there was things that were trying to keep us from going, obviously. And so during this whole time,
the keep you think the journey only keep to Spain, keep to go to Spain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Wait, sorry, what do you say?
The spiritual experiences, you have real flight to go to Spain, and right, that was the troublesome for sure. So get there, but the vision was given to you in a very unique way. I believe it's like a prophetic vision, a prophetic journey. In real life, it's a journey, but it's a prophetically speaking because the train, the plane really not fall to the ocean in your real life. So, in vision, however, the plane was troubled, almost dropped to the ocean, and there is some thing God's hand lifted up. There is something there is beyond merely than fly back to Spain. That's what I'm talking about. So I think it's a precursor, the indicator, the things unfold right now in your guys' life. So you know what I believe? The hand of the Lord is our ministry here. The plane is your family. Family journey. And God can use you to introduce things maybe more clear-headed, aware of the danger of certain things and the troubles of certain texts. So most are familiar things familiar ways doing things, familiar soul ties introduced a lot of things that we're not clear-minded, sober-minded with things. So it's not sinful thing. It's just you in a mode, right? So am I making sense here? So like in a plane, you don't know what's going on, So like you as an outsider can see exactly what's going on, So what God intends to do. It's hard topic to broach because there's a loss of a dear life, So and that's a part of the things about the talking with the family because it's so dear to us, so important, so emotionally hard involved. We have a very hard time to settle outsider to objects look at things really going on, So and then chart the course action. So because it was like a default ourselves in a certain way of thinking things. That's the only way to process things. But the truth of the matter is no. That's the only way to process things with your default. That's man's way. That's hold an unenlightened soul doing those things, So the better way is allow God to give you understanding, give you peace, give you solution, give you encouragement, right? So then this life is just a journey, Any burden, any gain or loss should not touch the fundamentals of who you are and what you need to do with the life. But that doesn't calculate in a certain way until we mature to a place we can look at things in that way. Hey, you're going to be a father, you're going to spat your children, right? Hope you don't do physical punishment in a terrible way, but sometimes you spank a little bit, so that not spank, maybe just displaying, speaking on, admonish your child a little bit.
I think spanking's good.
Spanking is good. Your dad spank you, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that good? That's good. That's a safe topic now. So, I mean, you young boy start going wrong. There's no other way to really sound you down. Spank you a little bit. And So you learn, oh my God, there's a certain boundary. It's not gross. Out of love. This is untenable. The attitude, the ways, the, the, the trouble you stirred up is untenable. It destroyed the whole family, environment, relationship, agitated body. Boom, better shut it down. So now the young man, the young lad in this case, don't know anything he's damaging his career. So the wake up call is just respecting, saying, no, this is the word. What does that to us all the time? But we don't think it's loving. So the truth of the matter, certain things that nature is still considered as his own. In the house, on his watch is back here. Do you think the son run from home like a prodigal son ended up in the pig pen? He wants the father to spank him, the father's not there to spank him. so, he wants the father to tell him, criticize him, to give him direction, to reveal his ugly ways. And the father's not there, so he had to struggle on his own. In a sense, the Lord allowed the world, ugly elements. He's not there. You want your own way? Go ahead, have it. Have it to the full. See what can happen to you. So certain people don't understand that. They say that's young people. They think the restraining, the critical, the fathers sometimes treat you a little bit harsh, whatever. They think that is a lack of love, lack of freedom. Think through it. Think through it. Think through who is really doing it, why they're doing it. So I hope you two young gentlemen will rise up now in the days to come, have better attitudes, wise attitude, receive discipline in life, right? So nobody really care to discipline you if you don't care about you. Discipline is an honor. I'm not talking about the people abuse you, people foolishly doing things evil with bad intent, but the people love you, care about you, make it sense to you, so maybe they do something not necessarily comfortable, even not right at the moment. Who get agitated always make some judgment? You provoke them to get agitated. So they're going to spank you. Do you think they like to spank you the child? No loving father will do that. No loving mother will do that. But they can't help. They're humans. My point is that you got to a point to have a better idea. Oh my God, spanking me actually is allowing me. Disciplining me is actually for my good, because there's no other way to get through on me. So then have a wake up call in that. But most important is have a great heart. You're going to be a father, you're going to be a teacher, you're going to be somebody who wanted to bring some order to scriptural behavior attitudes. If you don't know how to do that, you don't think you need to do that, which is very interesting in modern culture, right? It's a cheap love, spoiled love, a very superficial love. Because of that kind of love, when you go through a serious attitude, serious troubles, everything is so fragile, right? Everything fall away. They can't stand. They can't even stand themselves. How they're going to force together to say, let's have a team together, right? It's a scattered. They don't know how to really facing storm, facing trouble together. They don't think it's possible to do it. So. But interesting enough, with the people who disciplined and have a great heart about things, you found that when suddenly happened or things unexpected happen, especially hardship, you found the people that fought together ever before will become more vigilant. Yeah, I hope you guys going to develop a relation like that, especially you two young gentlemen already have a unique friendship. We're special. I don't think it's merely just like this person, so I think God is behind it. And maybe boat with you. But no one come to my life in spiritual matter is not God behind it. Everyone can see that. But for me, it's substantially true. God had a calling for you. Your family not aware of it. They are just to supply the journey, supply the opportunity for you to rise up to that. Until they begin to shift gears. I think they're already doing it. And there's a lot of things as I think they understand that, so that's an interesting perspective at life. So God called. God have a unique calling. It's a very interesting thing. He will do everything for that. He make everything supporting that. And the supporting elements, the supporting things in life, oftentimes they don't aware of that, so they are not attached to the sovereignty of the Lord. And then you have people in your life. I hope that's true for Tim and I. They understand the work of the sovereignty in young people's lives, in people's lives. They don't violate sovereignty. They don't justify or reason it away. It's a sofa. That's a chair. Don't think they're not different. Even they're sitting down, even they're all furniture. You can use all the generalization, whatever you want to use. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to tell you that's a sofa. That's a chair. I need to make room for a bigger sofa. That chair I can, in other sense, I don't need to worry about the room wise, so how about the price? How about do all kinds of decisions relating to that? And the open man argues saying, I'm a furniture being seated on. Why don't you treat me the same? Give me more room. I'm equally valuable. I'm useful. I can fulfill that function. Anyway, doesn't make much sense to you guys, huh? Saying you will in the days to come you'll find it so true. That's where Christianity lost the touch, the general popular Christianity, because they never really thinking there is a living with the Lord toward the living people. It was either theory, principles, generalization to generalize things. But God is a living God. Jacob is different than Esau. The twins are the same womb. Don't tell me they're not different. God said they're different. He decided different. So what are you going to do? As a mother father? I don't like this idea. I'm joking. I don't like this idea. And you guys should never buy into those things because only produce what false. The word called covetousness in the Bible is in our day called jealous and competitive spirit rather than celebrate others, supporting others, welcome others in life. Am I? So you're gonna get married, you're gonna have a wife, you're gonna be a parent, your father and mother to a young lad, and you don't want the young lad said, hey, why you don't treat me like my mother did? They said, what are you talking about? I'm the father, I'm not the mother in this occasion, so let's wrap it up. Bless the Lord. Okay, so